Good morning readers. I, Harish Budu, warmly welcome you to my channel. Learn as much as possible from my handwritten articles. This 31st January 2021 opinion paper. The Avengers, good work but dangerous psychopathic tendencies will quickly destroy them. 1st February abolition of slavery. Have some special thoughts for the slaves who suffered. A. We had to wake up very early to write this opinion paper in good time. Warm welcome. Remember, our work is just to lay the groundwork, for you to think over and draw your own conclusions. And we thank all our friends who are part of those lost in darkness. To give hope to the hopeless. All that by sharing our papers. Feel that joy. B. Have a great Sunday. Have a good rest. Tomorrow is a public holiday. That to commemorate 186th anniversary of the abolition of slavery in Mauritius. We wrote the first part on Friday last. Read the other part as from page 7. Meanwhile, have some special thoughts for the slaves, who had sacrificed themselves and suffered for all of us. C. Lesson from my mother. 1. But why should we discuss such an emotional subject? And why my mother? Well, my friends of the think tank told me that too many mothers are suffering these days. Or they are not respected, as they should be. That is main reason why we are trying to convince or influence our young readers, to treat their mothers well. I know my mother's outstanding abilities, and heroic struggle against cruel fate, to save her 6 children, after the untimely death of my father. I knew her in her own person. Not God. I prayed her, not God. 2. And today's lesson? Well, I learned from her, love of animals. First, the family day, Rish. He was brown. He was strongly built. He was closer to her than anybody in the family. He slept in the veranda on a gunny sack. Mother gave him his food in his time. She herself often gave him his bath in the river. Rish accompanied her when she went out to work or collect grass or wood. He had saved her and the cows a few times. He was treated as a member of the family. He lived for some 12 years. When he died, all of us wept for the loss of a family member. I am very attached to dogs. That love, I have learned from mother. D. Students' Corner. 1. I have never been to a university for higher education. Secondary education was very difficult. But the British Broadcasting Corporation has saved me. To polish up my English plus to increase my general knowledge. That is the reason why we keep on influencing you on the wonders of that oldest and most respected world radio station. 94 years old. 2. Let us together consider only 14 phrases out of many from my diary. We are free people, we are not afraid, she sang to inspire people. Because dream must stay alive. Investigation has been launched to determine the cause of the accident. He will face charges of accepting bribes, in exchange for broadcasting rights. His rising influences. The revolution was led by your Tunisians, active on social media. It is a defining moment. Triggered a wave of popular anger. Momentous event that swept across. Power of people when they are united. A government marred by corruption. Corrupt officials had taken away his livelihood. Unfortunately, the December 2010 Arab Spring has been followed by totalitarianism. Has become mired in delays. 3. Listen, young friends. British Broadcasting Corporation will help you. But, a big and with capital letters, you should be consistent. A sick person has to take medicine every day, to get cured. A big reservoir needs constant flow of water, to get filled up. Listen to the British Broadcasting Corporation every day. Success will come begging. 1st February abolition of slavery politicized, descendants of slaves will be forgotten again. 1. And that as usual, will be absent at the main official and political ceremonies, true and genuine leaders of the exploited community. You mark my words, once more. So-called Creole leaders will hijack the 1st February events and use them for their own purposes. It is time to stop them. It is time for the genuine and committed leaders to take the lead. It is time for them to openly denounce the political parties and religious leaders, which or who had utilized them, for their own benefits and for those of the Catholic Church and its eternal accomplice, the private sector. 2. History will recall that I was instrumental in the appointment of Gaetan Duval as the first Deputy Prime Minister in 1983 and Paul Berenger as Prime Minister in 2003. Both betrayed. The militant movement Mauritian leader was the worst. I was wrong to have believed in both. They have or had worked but for their own interests and family members, and exploited the descendants of slaves more than the Catholic. More later. 3. There is only one solution to save them. It is mass leadership training, 5,000 fully committed leaders every year. Teach how to fish and do not give them the fish, so to speak. More solutions tomorrow. F. The Avengers, good work, but psychopathic tendencies will quickly lead them to self-destruction. The title speaks volumes. It is pregnant with meaning. History is not on their side. Last laugh for. To be continued. Keep reading, keep learning. Like and subscribe for more thrilling articles. Thank you for watching.